All right, well, good afternoon, everybody, and happy Veterans Day.
Yes, happy Veterans Day, happy Tuesday. It wasn't quite cold enough well, it was cold enough to snow this morning, but we haven't seen that here.
Not here at all.
That's been to the north of us, but it sure felt frigid this morning, and I think everyone probably felt that as you got out the door. It was brutally cold.
It was a very cold start, starting off in those 20s, but
Yeah.
honestly, now for the rest of this work week, those temperatures are just going to quickly climb up. This
Oh, yeah.
cold snap is over, and it didn't last very long.
No,
so
it didn't.
that'll be good for some people out there that are saying, hey, I did not like the cold.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, let's focus on the good, right? We're done with the 20s for the time being. We will see more pleasant conditions, and that's all thanks to winds coming in from the south right now. We are dry, so a lot of sunshine, excuse me, and actually kind of cloud-free out there. So high
Yeah.
pressure back off to our east, that is keeping us sunny and dry. Again, those winds from the south will slowly warm us up. Today we're still below average, but we do have some ways to go.
Yeah, now when it comes to this afternoon, we are already warmer compared to what we saw yesterday. We've already actually made our way up into the upper 50s, which is what we were expecting here in the metro. And now winds for shifted southwest at 9 miles per hour. So just take a look. Today's high temperatures, upper 50s, lower 60s. Still below average, but definitely feeling warmer compared to what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, definitely a huge change. Yesterday we were about 20 degrees below average. Today we're going to be about 10 degrees still below average. But tomorrow, believe it or not, we're going to be several degrees above average. But by the end of the week, we could be getting close to 80. So just a lot of change happening in our forecast.
I know, and it's not helping when it comes to my allergies right now, Grace. I gotta tell you.
No, so stay healthy out there as well. But the good news is, yeah, warmer temperatures to come, and it will be a little breezy today, but those wind chills won't quite be as unbearable because winds are coming in from the south and west. And although still south and west usually helps bring in some moisture, we are still very dry. Again, we have some ways to go when it comes to dew points coming up. So there is a very slight fire danger today. So keep that in mind. Maybe just hold off on any burning that you plan on doing. But again, winds could gust up to about 15, 20 miles per hour.
And then as we progress into the overnight, those winds should start to settle down just a tad bit, and overnight lows will be dropping down into the upper 30s and lower 40s. So still a little bit below average when it comes to this tomorrow morning, but hey, we're not going to be starting off in the 20s. So big difference there.
You don't have to worry about those 4 Ps tomorrow because it is going to be a chilly start, but nowhere close to freezing for us across all of central and south Mississippi.
Yeah, and then as we go into tomorrow, we're still going to have that high pressure down towards southeast, so southerly winds still sticking with us. We're actually going to see a few more clouds start to roll in as we go into the afternoon. Now, this is the interesting thing. We have a frontal system actually trying to approach the area, but it's really just going to stay farther up to our north and never cross over the state.
Yeah, we shouldn't see any rain from this frontal system, and we're not really going to see a drop in temperature. We're actually going to see a steady warming trend. Again, that high pressure to our south is going to keep us dry for the next few days and even into the weekend as well. We're tracking some changes as we head into the second half of the weekend, but really just warming up, and it's going to mainly be a temperature trend. But as we take a look at our humidity tracker, again, those dew points are so low. They're very, very low. Dry air is still in place over the region, so 20s today, but then big changes Wednesday and into the end of the work week.
It's so impressive just how much it's just going to jump.
It really is. That's why my inflection is like this, because I'm like, it's crazy. The air is so dry today. That frontal system over the weekend really did bring us some big changes. That Arctic air moved in and made it so frigid this morning, but we're going to rebound quickly. Our humidity goes back up a little bit into that pleasant territory, but still normal for this time of the year. Dew points in the upper 50s, and we'll stay there throughout the weekend as well.
Yeah, and take a look at our temperatures when it comes to the afternoon over the next several days. It's a big jump. We're into the lower 70s for tomorrow, mid-70s Thursday, then Friday going into this weekend, upper 70s, even maybe a few of us into the lower 80s, so above average. It's just a crazy thing to say. Hey, we started off way below average at the beginning of this work week. Boom, at the end of it, way above.
A roller coaster, literally
exactly.
a roller coaster. So I definitely would be surprised if we have some 80s on the board for at least a couple, an hour or so by Sunday. So just prepare now. You're going to need to put up the winter coats. You will not need them for the end of the week and into the weekend. Pleasant afternoons, but cool and even above average overnights as well. So lots of change happening. But one thing is we are going to stay dry. So our 7-day rain coverage is pretty low, especially into the end of this week. Saturday, a very isolated chance, really so Sunday into Monday. We're keeping that chance of rain around 20%, but models right now are in a bit of disagreement.
They are,
But it's making our job a little harder. But we are going to be watching that closely, and over the weekend we'll be able to fine tune that forecast. I think into next week, the better chances of rain and storms really starts to come, especially Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. It does look like we are definitely going to get the rain next week. It just really depends on when.
Yeah.
So it looks like Tuesday, some models are showing maybe coming in a little bit later on Wednesday. So as we get progress and getting closer into that day, we'll keep giving you the updates and we'll know better.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have lots of updates to come. But for now, just remember to enjoy the rest of your day. We don't have much to worry about. Those cold temperatures were our biggest concern. But again, that cold snap is over. We're going to start this warming trend and back to the 70s for highs by tomorrow. So sunny skies continue, really pleasant into this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So enjoy the rest of today and especially those sunny